We often hear about motivation being the driving force behind our goals, but what if I told you that consistency is the real MVP? Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's essential for achieving long-term success: consistency. Stick around as we explore why consistency can take you places where motivation simply can't. 1. What is motivation and why it's unreliable? Motivation is like a flickering flame, easily ignited but just as easily extinguished. It's the initial push that gets us going, but it's not always reliable. This is because motivation often hinges on external stimuli, whether it's the excitement of a new endeavor or the anticipation of rewards. When these external factors fade or lose their appeal, so does our motivation. Think about those times when we enthusiastically start a new diet or exercise regimen, only to find ourselves slacking off after a few weeks. It's a common scenario that highlights the ephemeral nature of motivation. The problem with relying solely on motivation is that it is not a long-term source of drive. It's like trying to fuel a car with a limited and unpredictable energy source. It may get you started, but it won't keep you going for long. Here's where discipline comes into play. Unlike motivation, which is fleeting and dependent on external factors, discipline is an internal force that allows us to remain focused and committed to our goals even after the initial excitement fades. Developing discipline requires cultivating habits and routines that reinforce our commitment to our objectives. It's about showing up day in and day out, regardless of how we feel in the moment. While motivation may come and go, discipline is the steady engine that keeps us moving forward, even when the going gets tough. So, instead of relying on motivation to drive us towards our goals, we should focus on building discipline, the reliable foundation upon which success is built. While motivation provides the initial spark, it's discipline that keeps the fire burning bright. It's the steady hand on the wheel when the road gets rough, guiding us through challenges and setbacks. Discipline is what separates the dreamers from the achievers, as it demands consistency and perseverance. By cultivating discipline, we empower ourselves to push through the inevitable obstacles that stand between us and our goals. It's not always easy, but the rewards of staying disciplined far outweigh the fleeting highs of motivation. So, let us embrace discipline as the unwavering compass that leads us to success, one step at a time. 2. The power of consistency. Consistency is often overlooked, but plays a crucial role in achieving success. Unlike motivation, which can fluctuate and be unreliable, consistency is like a reliable train that keeps moving steadily forward. It involves forming habits and sticking to them consistently, regardless of external factors or temporary feelings. By being consistent, individuals build a solid foundation that enables them to progress steadily towards their goals, even during times when motivation may be lacking. When someone is consistent, they don't rely solely on short-lived bursts of energy or inspiration to propel them forward. Instead, they develop habits that become ingrained in their daily routine. This consistent effort allows them to make progress steadily over time, without being derailed by setbacks or fluctuations in their motivation levels. It's this steadfast commitment to their goals that ultimately leads to success, as they continue to move forward despite any challenges they may encounter along the way. Consistency entails showing up day after day, putting in the effort and sticking to the plan, even if it appears difficult or tedious. Small, consistent actions repeated over time produce significant results. Whether it's practicing a skill, working toward a fitness goal, or starting a business, consistency is the key ingredient that distinguishes successful people from the crowd. Individuals who embrace consistency and make it a cornerstone of their approach to success will be able to overcome obstacles, stay focused on their goals, and ultimately reach greater heights in their efforts. Sticking to something regularly not only helps you make progress, but it also builds your ability to stay focused and bounce back when things get tough. When you keep showing up and putting in the work, you get stronger mentally and can handle challenges better. Being able to keep going even when things are difficult is what sets successful people apart from those who give up easily. Plus, being consistent makes others trust you more because they know they can rely on you to do what you say you'll do. So, sticking to your goals not only helps you move forward, but also makes you more trustworthy and sets you up for success in the long run. 3. Consistency versus motivation. Key differences. Consistency and motivation are two different beasts when it comes to achieving goals. Motivation is like a burst of energy that can propel us forward, but it's fleeting. It comes and goes, often leaving us feeling drained and unmotivated once it wears off. On the other hand, consistency is about showing up day after day, putting in the work regardless of how we feel. It's about making small, incremental progress over time. The key difference lies in their reliability. Motivation is like a spark that ignites our passion momentarily, while consistency is the steady flame that keeps us going even when the initial excitement fades. It's the ability to stick to a routine or a plan even when it's not easy or glamorous. Consistency doesn't rely on external factors like mood or inspiration. It's a mindset, a commitment to ourselves and our goals. Moreover, consistency has a profound impact on our self-perception. When we consistently show up and put in the effort, we start to see ourselves as reliable and capable individuals. This boosts our self-esteem and reinforces our belief in our abilities. It's a cycle. The more consistent we are, the better we feel about ourselves, and the more motivated we become to continue our efforts. In contrast, relying solely on motivation can lead to a roller coaster of emotions, where our self-esteem fluctuates depending on our level of motivation at any given moment. Therefore, while motivation may get us started, it's consistency that ultimately leads to lasting success. Consistently doing something helps us stay disciplined, which is super important for doing well over a long time. When we make a promise to keep doing something regularly, we get into the habit of being responsible for ourselves and what we want to achieve. This habit makes us stronger and better at dealing with tough times, so we can keep going even when things get hard. On the other hand, if we only rely on feeling motivated, we might struggle when things don't go smoothly. But if we stick to being consistent, we build a mindset that keeps us going through all the ups and downs on our way to reaching our goals. So while motivation gets us started, it's consistency that helps us keep going and actually reach our goals. 4. Using discipline to transition from motivation to consistency. Transitioning from motivation-driven behavior to consistency-driven action requires discipline. This shift involves establishing daily rituals and adhering to them, even when faced with challenges. It's about committing to a routine and sticking to it religiously, regardless of fluctuations in mood or external circumstances. Discipline serves as the bridge that transforms sporadic efforts into consistent habits. By embracing discipline, individuals can turn desirable behaviors into second nature. When discipline becomes ingrained, consistency naturally follows suit. It's like flipping a switch. What once required conscious effort now occurs effortlessly and automatically. This transformation is crucial for achieving long-term goals and sustaining progress over time. Furthermore, discipline breeds a sense of accountability within individuals, holding them responsible for their actions and decisions. By embracing discipline, individuals acknowledge that their choices have consequences, both positive and negative, and they actively work towards aligning their behaviors with their long-term aspirations. This heightened sense of accountability fosters a deeper sense of self-awareness, empowering individuals to make intentional choices that propel them closer to their goals. In essence, discipline not only fuels consistency, but also cultivates a sense of ownership over one's journey towards personal growth and fulfillment. 5. How to cultivate consistency. Consistency is about making small, manageable steps towards your goals. It's not about grand gestures or waiting for the perfect moment to begin. Instead, it's about breaking down your objectives into smaller tasks that you can tackle on a daily basis. By scheduling your actions and tracking your progress, you can ensure that you stay on course and maintain momentum. Creating a regular schedule helps you stay consistent. This means setting aside certain times every day for things like working out, learning, or enjoying your hobbies. When you make these activities part of your daily routine, you're more likely to keep doing them regularly. Another important thing about being consistent is being responsible. This means having someone or something that makes sure you stick to your plans, like telling a friend what you want to do or using an app to see how well you're doing. It's also good to celebrate when you achieve something, even if it's just a little thing. This can help you feel good about what you're doing and keep you wanting to do more. In simple terms, being consistent means making a plan to make your dreams come true and sticking to it. You can do this by setting small goals, creating regular habits, and making sure you keep track of your progress. It's okay if you don't get everything perfect right away. What matters is that you keep moving forward towards your goals. 6. The importance of accountability. Consistency is key in achieving our goals, and one essential factor in maintaining it is accountability. It's human nature to sometimes falter in our efforts, especially when we rely solely on our own willpower. Adding someone or something to hold us accountable can be a game changer. It could be a workout buddy who checks in on our gym sessions, a mentor who provides guidance and support, or even just keeping track of our progress in a journal. These forms of accountability serve as reminders of our commitment and help us stay on track, even when motivation wanes. They provide a sense of responsibility and encouragement that keeps us moving forward. Imagine trying to stick to a new fitness routine without anyone to share the journey with. It's easy to skip workouts or indulge in unhealthy habits when there's no one to answer to. However, when we have a workout buddy waiting for us at the gym or cheering us on from afar, there's a sense of obligation to show up and give it our best. Similarly, having a mentor or coach can provide valuable guidance and perspective, holding us accountable not only to ourselves, but also to someone we respect and trust. Even something as simple as tracking our progress in a journal can create accountability by making our goals tangible and measurable. Accountability doesn't just keep us in check, it also fosters a sense of community and support. When we're held accountable by others, we're not alone in our journey. We have people rooting for us, celebrating our successes, and helping us navigate challenges. This shared accountability creates a network of encouragement and motivation that reinforces our commitment to consistency. Whether it's through shared workouts, regular check-ins, or collaborative goal setting, accountability builds connections that strengthen our resolve and keep us moving forward towards our goals. Furthermore, accountability not only keeps us in check, but also fosters a sense of community and support. When we're held accountable by others, we're not alone in our journey. We have people rooting for us, celebrating our successes, and helping us navigate challenges. This shared accountability creates a network of encouragement and motivation that reinforces our commitment to consistency. Whether it's through shared workouts, regular check-ins, or collaborative goal setting, accountability builds connections that strengthen our resolve and keep us moving forward towards our goals. In essence, accountability transforms our individual efforts into collective achievements, making the journey towards our goals more fulfilling and enjoyable. 7. Key takeaways. As we finish up, it's important to remember the main things we talked about. First, motivation gets us started, but sticking with something consistently is what keeps us going long-term. To be successful in the long run, it's important to stay disciplined. That means sticking to your plans even when it's not exciting anymore or when things get hard. Also, breaking big goals into smaller steps can make them feel more manageable and help us stay focused. Moreover, taking responsibility is really important. whether it's having someone to guide you, a friend who supports you, or just keeping tabs on your progress by yourself. Being responsible for what you do can really help you stay focused. Also, sticking to your plans regularly is super important. It's the little things you do every day, over time, that really make a big difference. So, make a commitment to keep going and putting in effort every single day, knowing that each small step forward adds up to bigger success. By following these principles, being disciplined, breaking down your goals, taking responsibility, and staying consistent, you'll be well prepared to journey towards reaching your goals. That's it for today. We hope this video helped you understand the importance of consistency. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more videos like this. Until next time, be consistent and keep chasing your goals. Bye for now.